What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. In this episode, we're going to take on the Black Gulch, which once we get to the end, it's going to mark a significant milestone in our quest, and you will see what I mean when we get there. So for now, we're going to go to the Black Gulch. We unlock this bonfire at the end of the gutter. This place is a bit treacherous. We're not going to fight everything in here, and there's a lot of spitting statues as well. Okay, so go on and take these out so they don't cause us problems. There's a lot of worms. There's kind of the oil slicks that have the grabby hands and whatnot. And you're probably going to get poisoned unless you just sit and take all these statues out, which, you know, depends on your level of patience. But I'll leave that to you. Actually, you know, would not hurt to have a torch, to be quite honest. I'm going to go back and get myself a torch. So yes, there are oil slicks that spawn kind of the grabby hand people. So I'm actually going to trigger, because well, and I'll get grabbed. It should trigger the flames, and well, now I'm dead. The thing is the flames hurt. You see that one died. Perhaps not the best execution there, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do here. And as I said, this place isn't the most friendly to outsiders. But we'll get it done. Hopefully that'll be the only death for me today. We'll just have to see. They're just grabbing me right away. I normally don't have that issue, but get my souls back. I'm just gonna run in here. Get poisoned. Fight you back here. There we go. Hopefully the fire killed some of the grabbers. Up a couple life gems to offset the poison drain here. There we go. And inside of this chest, which was on kind of the wall to the left, we get Shottle and Great Magic Weapon, which is a spell we're going to need for the trophy. Let's see, are all of them? Yep, the hands are gone. So in there's a worm. The worms aren't too bad. You can kind of walk right up next to it. Just kind of wail on it without too much risk. See, if you're standing in this spot, can't hit you. All right, so in this pot, well, we got poisoned again. 2 items in the pots. Pop some more life gems. So one of the pots had a large soul of a nameless soldier, and then one of them had scraps of life and a torch. So now we're going to backtrack. So before these oil slicks here, there is a spot we can drop off. And poisoned yet again. This place, barrels of fun. Just a blast. All right, so if you got a torch lit, you face back this way, you notice there's a spot we can drop off to, right here. And make sure you do this if you're going for all trophies, because this is part of Lucatiel's quest. She's standing right here. We need to talk to her and exhaust her dialogue.
Oh, you... My thoughts are very... What is this, Kurt? The question rings in my mind, but I haven't focused.
So if you hadn't noticed already, and I can't remember if she's discussed it in the dialogue, but she is cursed. She herself is cursed, just like we are. And she's starting to feel the effects of it. It's kind of affecting her mental state.
Loss frightens me no end. Loss of memory. If I were told that by killing you I would be freed of this, then I would draw my sword. I don't want to die. I would sacrifice anything. It shames me. Sometimes I feel obsessed with this insignificant thing called self. Even so, I am compelled. Am I wrong to feel so? Surely you do the same. Maybe we're all cursed from the moment we're born. Sometimes I feel upset. Even am I wrong? Maybe we're from the moment.
Okay. That's all for her dialogue. So now we can drop back down to where we were before. And so what we're going to want to do is, you see there's an item there. We're going to ignore it for the time being, because run down here. There's actually another bonfire. So we're going to use a fragrant branch of yore. And in the process of doing this, we're getting invaded. So make sure you get through here. Come on, let me through. Let me through. Thank you. We're going to light this bonfire. And I like to go back here because I like to fight the invader next to the bonfire. And I'm not in the best shape here. Oh, no, and I meant to use an Estus. All right, there we go. Now we're in decent shape. And I like fighting him here much better than fighting him out there, because we don't have poison spitters and worms and just all the garbage. And if we die, then our souls are right here, which also benefits us. Oh, but I didn't get my heal. Dadgummit. I pressed square to heal, but I didn't get it. And so this guy actually invades twice. So you kill him once, rest at the bonfire, and you got to kill him again. And while we're here, there is a Pharaoh's Lockstone in the pots behind the bonfire. All right, so we're going to trigger that invasion again. Make sure not to fall off the edge here. Get him to invade. There he goes. Bring him back in here. Because yeah, your other option is to fight him out here when you're getting spit at and there's a bunch of those worms that spawn from the tar pits. It's just not a good time. I'm actually going to troll him when he comes in here. Or maybe not. There we go. Knocked him back. Didn't do a whole lot of damage though. Use my shield. See if I can get some backstabs on him. No? There we go. See what he does here. Oh, that was a bad roll. Try to heal here. Here we go. Oh, that was a good roll. All right, there we go. So that's the first time. As I mentioned, you got to kill him twice. So we'll rest at the bonfire, then he'll spawn in again. Same thing. I'm going to take this enemy out. Go. And he's going to spawn again. Same thing as before. Lure him back. We're going to fight him next to the bonfire. Okay, come on back. Do my Chaos Storm again, just cause. Why not? Up, did it too early? He didn't come in yet. I thought he was following me. Oh, whoa! He must have fallen off the edge. I think he fell off the edge. Yeah. Ah, I'll take it. All right, sweet. Well, that problem solved itself there. Maybe I think he ran in, hit the Chaos Storm, and it knocked him back. I think that's what happened. When he was running in here, that he hit one of the flames and it knocked him back over the edge. That must have been what happened. I don't know. All right. So in this pot, Radiant Life Gem. I'm gonna ignore. We're gonna go in this cave wall. Does the enemy follow me? Yes. All right. Don't want to get grabbed again. There we go. Take him out. And here we got a Divine Blessing. All right, already got the Radiant Life Gem. Okay. So there's another drop down. I'm going to light the torch just because it'll help me see it better. Oh, hello. You scared of the fire? I don't think you are, but you were kind of backing up. All right, there's our drop down. Probably better to drop down over here. It's not as far. So right here, there's a door that we're not going to be able to open till later. Then drop down here. And then here. So in here, there's going to be two giants that we have to fight, and they hit hard. So I'm going to use fireballs to kind of get the process going here. Make sure you don't get hit by them. Also, I need to make sure that I don't back up off the cliff. Now I probably need to start going the other way. Did get caught up in that. There we go. Heal up. I want to be hitting the other one with my fireballs. I'll do a Chaos Storm here. Whoop. No, I won't. There we go. Took a hit, but so did they. All right, so you can also go in here. They cannot come through this hole, so you can kind of cheese them if you want. See, I want to get the one. Let's see, I've got a couple fireballs left, but now he went out of view, unfortunately. I'd like to kill one before the other, but let's see, I'll top off my health with the life gem here. Is the other one coming? There we go. Oh, he went back behind. Dang it, I wasted that fireball. Oh well. There we go. I'm gonna take this one out with my bow. Well, I can't lock on anymore because my torch is gone. Visibility's too low. So we run back around. Go back in that little cave. When I get down to one, I'm going to fight it normally, but I don't like fighting two of them at the same time. There's the other one that's lower health right here. There we go. Now I'm just going to fight this one 1v1. Get behind it is the best way to do it. Once you kill both of them, you're going to get some important stuff. Probably should have used Dark Weapon. But we get the Forgotten Key and the Soul of a Giant. So the Forgotten Key, that's going to be important for us. I'm going to use a Flame Butterfly, get my torch back. That's going to unlock those doors. We found some of them. And there's one actually here that we just passed. There was one in the gutter, and then there's one in the kind of drop downs to the gutter. And so we can unlock those now. And then the Soul of a Giant. Important. Do not consume this. You can consume it for souls, but I'm going to say do not do it. It is important to have this item in your inventory for later. So do not consume it. Leave it in your inventory. I can't stress that enough. All right. Go inside here. Of the Ring of Giants +1, which I believe increases your equipment load. Petrified Dragon Bone. We can upgrade our bow with that. So we can actually jump across this gap. I'm going to throw a firebomb to break the pots first, though. I don't want them to impede our jump. I don't think they do, but I just want to make sure that it's not going to be a problem. There we go. All right, going to jump across. Got some silver talismans. And then, let's see, I think you got to jump back across. So we're going to, that, go. And we can ride this back up. To the top. And we're back. So we're going to go back to the bonfire. Enemy use a human effigy. Because this is a spot where you can summon Lucatiel. As long as you talk to her at the spot where we were at earlier, you can talk to her here, or you can summon her here. Now, if you have not already summoned her 3 times, you're going to want to summon her for this boss fight. I'm not going to summon her because this boss is not too bad. And I've already summoned her for 3 boss fights. We summoned her for the Flexile Sentry. We summoned her for the Lost Sinner. We summoned her for the Smelter Demon. So we've already done our 3 summons. We don't need to summon her here. Now, if you have not summoned her 3 times already, then by all means, or if you just want to be better safe than sorry, go on and summon her here. As I said, I'm not going to since we already did her 3. And, you know, I'm just going to fight this boss solo. So, all the way to the back. We're going to get ourselves poison. Awesome. I'm going to heal the poison. And heal up completely. And this boss is called the Rotten. Now, if you're using a sword, you can actually chop his arms off. And one of his arms will give you a Pharaoh's Lockstone. But since I'm not using a sword, I can't cut his arms off. We're just going to have to deal. This boss is slow and a little bit oafy. So we're just going to take advantage of that. I'm going to cast Dark Weapon right when the fight starts. I didn't cast it before the Fog Gate because this cutscene eats up the time that Dark Weapon lasts for. Alright. I'm going to just dodge through and attack here. And run away so I can cast Dark Weapon real quick. And then we'll be back at it. So as I said, these attacks are pretty easy just to dodge. Always leave yourself a little bit of stamina so you can dodge if needed. But you can pretty much just stay right in front of him. He's going to attack most of the time the hand that has the knife. Getting behind him also helps. That time he swiped with his offhand. As I said, just always leave at least a little bit of stamina, so if he starts to wind up for an attack, you can dodge. The thing is his attacks are very highly telegraphed, so you pretty much know whenever an attack's gonna happen. That's an AoE, and I wasn't far enough away. The fire over here can hurt you, so try to avoid the fire if at all possible. So that when he does a couple hits, but whenever he attacks, he pretty much always leaves himself open. And his movements are so slow. Well, I say that and I just got hit, but anyway. Not too bad. We got another great soul. Soul of the Rotten. And a ton of souls. So actually, this is, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but this is actually one of the best ways to farm for souls. Is this boss is pretty easy. And you can use bonfire ascetics at that bonfire and respawn this boss over and over and over again. And that is the most efficient way for getting souls in this game. So back behind this fire pit. See if I can just jump over. No, not really. Fire seed. A little bit of damage there. So behind this boss is our last primal bonfire. Our fourth of 4. Take this right fork for a treasure chest. Got a petrified something, simpleton spice, and skeptic spice. And again, you know, if you haven't been doing it throughout the game, I recommend trading these silky, small, smooth, silky stones and petrified somethings with the birds in the tutorial area and the things betwixt. You'll get some good items. I'm not doing it because it's all RNG based, and I don't want this guide to be dependent on RNG. So all the way in the back, this is our last primal bonfire, and this one's going to blow up when we light it, so just be prepared. It's kind of a little bit of a jump scare. And we're introduced to a new character. Very mysterious indeed. Make sure you talk and exhaust all the dialogue here.
No one has come this far, not for a very long while. Young Harlow, do you wish to shed this curse? Then accept the fate of your guilt and face the trials that await you. Unless you have already joined the Crestfallen. Young Harlow, there are but 2 paths. Inherit the order of this world, or be a true monarch. Very few indeed have come even this far. And yet your journey is far from over. Outgrown Hollow. Young Hollow, seek after Vendrick. He who almost. The Vendrick is certain to guide your way. Fledgling Hollow.
All right. So, interesting encounter there. Tells us, you know, we can, if we keep on this journey, maybe we can shed our curse that has plagued us thus far. Lucatiel as well. And he says that very few have made it as far as we have. So congratulations, pat yourself on the back. We are not at the end of the game. We're probably about halfway through the game. So he gave us another objective to seek Vendrick. So we're going to continue on that path. And this place, this actually warps you to one of the DLC areas of the game. We don't yet have the key to get in there, but just FYI, we'll be going there later. So now we can truly light the bonfire. And we get a trophy for doing so. And this will warp us back to Majula. So, some interesting little tidbits we learned from that new character that we just talked to. And if you haven't figured out already, I mean, this game is massive. This game is way bigger than Dark Souls. It is a very ambitious project that they undertook after Dark Souls 1. And yeah, this is still gonna take a while. So we are far into our journey, but the journey is far from over. All right, so let us level up.
You are blessed, bearer of the curse.
And I'm going to start leveling up just kind of some of these other stats here. Vitality, vigor, endurance. Works for me. And the Soul of the Rotten, we do not need. So I'm actually going to consume it.
Bearer of seek lest.
And I'm going to start leveling up my intelligence. We want to get that up to level 20. So that way there's a quest later on that will require us to have 20 intelligence. So I'm going to go on and start inching that up towards 20. It's not for our build, but for a quest. And then we are like 2,000 souls away from another level, so I'm going to pop a couple smaller soul items to get that final level. Just to make sure that I have enough. Pop one of these. There we go.
Bear less.
And I'll put this into intelligence as well. All right, and I'm going to pay McDuff a visit to see. I know we got some upgrade items in the gutter. I'm going to see if we can upgrade anything. Maybe not, but it's worth a check. Okay, Craftsman Hammer. We have 4 out of 5 Twinkling. And for our bow, we have 3 out of 4 Petrified Dragon Bow. So we're 1 short on both. Again, if you're using a magic-based build, sorceries, hexes, or miracles, be upgrading your chime or your staff accordingly with, you know, whatever upgrade materials are required for those. So we're going to go back to Majula. And so now we have the key that can open some of these doors that we've come across. These mysterious doors. We got the Forgotten Key. So the first one we're going to unlock is actually if we go down the longer ladder that we purchased from the ladder guy. First door's right here. We're going to go up that ladder. And there's the door. All right. The Dragon Talon. I believe that's the key that opens up the DLC area that I just mentioned, but we're not going to go there yet. I tend to do the DLC areas late in the game. Soul Vortex. Witch Tree Branch and Witch Tree Bellvine. And Great Lightning Spear. So from here, I'm just going to use a Homer Bone. We're going to travel back to the gutter. There was one of these doors here in the gutter. Go to the upper gutter. And where we want to go is drop down. We want to jump over to where the 6 sconces are. Go up the ladder. There's going to be a bunch of poison statues down here. So just kind of hug the wall. Get around them. Use our key. There's more of them in here. Lucky us. Kind of a pain. And inside the pot, we got Havel's set. So this is very, very heavy armor. Those of you who know Dark Souls will know. Use another Homeward Bone. Then we're going to warp to the Black Gulch. There's one more door for us. Go to the second bonfire, hidden chamber. And we're going to light our torch. Remember when we dropped over here, there was a door we could not go in. Let's go behind the spitters. Right here. Ah, I got the poison. Oh well. There's a couple life gems. And inside of our door, we got Grandal. Do not kill him. This is the second time of 3 that we encounter him. We got to talk to him 3 times. This is number 2.
Young undead, we meet a second time. Perhaps, young undead, if you truly seek the love, may we...
All right. That's all we can do for here. So, gonna use another homeward bone, get back to the bonfire, and that's going to be it for this episode. We go back to Majula, and that's where we're gonna cut things off for this time. All right, so as I said, major milestone in this episode, we have lit the 4th and final primal bonfire. And that is very important for us to continue our journey. So in the next episode, we are going to proceed towards a new area. And it is very, very nice. Lots of fun to be had for us all. So really appreciate you guys for sticking with this walkthrough. We're up. This is part, what, like 24, I think. And it's been a long journey so far, but we still got a lot ahead of us as well. And we're going to have a good time doing so. So anyways, take care, and we will see you in the next one. Stay tuned.